In the game of wealth, knowledge is power. Have you ever wondered why public schools never teach us how to build wealth? In a capitalist society, money equals power. And maintaining that power means keeping wealth building knowledge a secret. In this video, we'll explore why wealth knowledge is so secretive. Information asymmetry. Those who possess wealth knowledge understand its immense value and may not share it freely. Why would they? They benefit from an information advantage that helps them maintain their financial status. Think of it as buying like a used car. The seller knows everything about the car's history, the Carfax, the accident, the dings, all that stuff, but you don't. See, without the proper research or expert advice, you're already at a disadvantage. The same applies to wealth building. Without knowing the full picture, you can't make informed decisions. My advice: find a financial mentor who can help you bridge this information gap. Myself, for example, I read a lot of books, watched a lot of videos, YouTube, Google, but also I reached out to a lot of the people that I looked up to, business owners, high-level professionals, and I picked their brains. I asked them questions. I figured out what was it that helped them get to that next level and how I could do that as well. Complexity and educational gaps. Financial literacy and wealth building strategies are inherently complex. They involve a deep understanding of markets, investments, tax laws, and economic principles. I'm tired just reading that. This complexity makes it challenging for the average person to grasp without specialized education. Our traditional education systems prioritize broad-based knowledge over specialized financial education. So in the end, this leaves all of us without any formal training in personal finance, investing, and wealth management. Now imagine, you're trying to teach your little brother or sister how to read, but they don't fully understand how the alphabet works. You wouldn't start by teaching them how to read. You have to start with the fundamentals. My advice: finding a financial mentor again who understands your current financial level and has personal experience advancing to the next stage. Societal structures. In a capitalist society, wealth and power are closely intertwined. Maintaining the status quo benefits those at the top who may prefer to keep wealth building knowledge within a limited circle. I think we can all agree that it feels like the rich got richer and the poor got poorer. Why is that? What is it that they're doing that we're not? Take, for example, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, a government employee who seems to make millions and millions of dollars in her personal investment account because she's insider trading. Where is that knowledge coming from and who is she talking to? She clearly has access to people that we don't, right? It's things like that that separate the top from the bottom. Gatekeeping. The biggest competitors are the most significant keepers of secrets. Let's talk about gatekeepers. Similar to societal structures, financial industries and services often act as gatekeepers, where access to wealth building opportunities and knowledge requires substantial capital or connections, limiting the accessibility to a broader audience. Let's go over some examples of institutionalized gatekeeping. Accredited investor requirements. Many investment opportunities, such as hedge funds, private equity, and venture capital, are restricted to accredited investors. To qualify as an accredited investor, individuals and families must meet specific income or net worth thresholds, often excluding smaller or less wealthy investors from accessing those high return investment opportunities. When I first started out investing, I also didn't know what it meant to be accredited. As I started reaching out and trying to get into these specific investment opportunities, I kept hitting the wall of not being qualified, not being accredited. So I had to step back, realize what it is that I needed to do to become accredited, increase my income, increase my net worth. And from there, it really opened up not only my eyes, but the doors to the bigger opportunities that were available. High minimum investment thresholds. Financial institutions and investment firms often set high minimum investment amounts for their funds and services. For instance, a private equity fund might require a minimum investment of $1 million. That in itself effectively gatekeeps those without substantial capital from participating. So you might as well X out everything that falls under that umbrella. We're back to ground zero where long-term stocks and bonds, and we're not getting those opportunities that everybody else is doing. Insider access to initial public offerings, IPOs. Wouldn't you have loved to be able to invest in companies like Uber, Facebook, Snapchat when they first came out? Of course. When companies go public, their shares are often first made available to institutional investors, high net worth individuals, and clients of the underwriters before ever being offered to the general public. Exclusive memberships and networks. You see, certain financial opportunities and services are only available to members of exclusive clubs. Take a country club, for example. How many times do we hear that CEOs start, negotiate, and close deals on the driving range or the putting green? Well, guess what? If you're not there, you're not even a part of it. Coming from the financial advisory industry, I have firsthand knowledge of these gatekeeping practices. Backroom protocols often aren't in the investor's best interest. I found myself at my time as a financial advisor really scratching my head and wondering, what was it that I was really doing to help my clients do better? You see, most financial advisors, they're not really incentivized to help you grow beyond a certain metric. They're just there to collect the management fees, put you in a cookie cutter portfolio, and just let it ride. If you're lucky, they'll talk to them once, maybe twice a year. Me, on the other hand, I want to help you grow step by step, holding your hand. If you want to learn basic wealth building principles and reclaim your financial freedom, you've come to the right place. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more wealth building knowledge.